In our last lesson, we looked at external CSS, how to add style sheet files, and how to attach CSS, external CSS, in our page using the link element. So the next thing that you're going to look at is what we call Flexbox. So Flexbox is an effect that arranges your content horizontally in different columns. So let's create a new HTML file. So let's call this lesson 3. So our title, this one you can call this Flexbox example. So what you're going to do, we can create another style sheet, or even you can attach the same, but I prefer that for this lesson I can use a separate style sheet. So in my CSS directory, just right click, create another style sheet. So this one, let's call this Flex. So in this lesson 3, I can close these others to avoid confusion. So below title, we'll just type the word link, rel, that is style sheet, href, now that will be css / flex.css. So in our body, I want us to add the following. So let's create a heading h1. So let's call this Flexbox example. Then we can put a HR. Then maybe you can have a P. Let's have a P of lorem. Just let's work with standard lorem. I can have the same paragraph again, P greater than sign lorem. Then maybe you can have another paragraph of the same, like that. So we have 3 paragraphs of lorem type. So let me collapse this so that we can see our code. So if I run this page, you will discover that it is just plain HTML, no effect, no nothing. So what you're going to do, we are going to have these paragraphs. We are going to have these paragraphs in we are going to have them in a div. We are going to have these paragraphs in a div. So what I'll do, we can highlight them like that. So we cut, and then maybe I can call these dot. Let's call this div, we give it a class called flex1. So we paste. So for us to implement that effect, I'll just come to flex.css. I'll say dot flex1, and then you open a curly brace like that. So in this case, we'll say display flex. So if I come and refresh my page, you will discover now that my paragraphs will be arranged horizontally instead of vertically. So now for us to ensure that we have spacing, we need to ensure that we have padding on our paragraphs. So we can now style our P. We can style our P now. So we can say padding left. Let's have a padding left of 15 px, and we can have a padding right of 15 px. So we come and refresh our page. You can now see that we have spacing on each paragraph, and also we can text align. Let's text align. Let's try justify and see how it looks like. Yeah, So now we have our paragraphs being spaced. So that's how you implement the Flexbox effect. So I can do that. I can create another div. So maybe we can have a HR here. So let's call this dot flex2. Flex2. So this time I want us to have a paragraph, an image, and a paragraph. So let's have a paragraph. So we can say P greater than sign lorem times 2, and then we can have a second paragraph. This one will have an image. We are going to add an image, and then for the third one we can have a P greater than sign lorem times 2, like that. So in this middle paragraph we are going to have an image. So as usual, just like in our previous HTML lesson, we are going to create a folder for images so that our pictures can be stored in the images folder. So right click on your project, select new, then you choose directory. So we can say images, we enter. So we can fetch a picture. We can pick a picture, any picture of our choice. Maybe I can pick this one. I right click, copy. I can go to my project, my PHP storm, right click on my images and paste it there. So this one I can call this pick one. You can use any name of your choice. So now here we'll have our image. So we'll say img source. Now that will be images / pick1.jpg alt. This one I can say flex image. Let's give it a width of, let's say we can give it a width of 300 and a height of 300, so that it can be square like. So if I come and refresh my page here, you can see now we have our paragraphs there. You can have our paragraph there. So let's go back to code. So we come and now apply the flex on flex2. So to apply that on flex2, instead of coming here we say dot flex2 and then display flex, we can just append that class here so that the same setting can be implemented. So we can say dot flex1 comma dot flex2, so that now flex1 and flex2 divs can have the same, they can share the same effect. So let's adjust our paragraphs a little bit. So let's say P greater than sign lorem times 4, and then we can have the same paragraph here. I can copy this one, Control C, I come and paste there, Control V, so that at least we can have substantial content. We can have substantial content. So let's have a height of, let's say 200, so that now they can be in line. Or 200 is a bit small, so let's set it to 260. Refresh your page and there we are. So that is how Flexbox works. So you can try with 3 columns, you can try with 4 columns, you can try with 2 columns, you can try with any number of columns that you wish. Otherwise, thank you very much and see you in our next lesson.